Hey, Cactus crew, how you guys going? Hope you're going well. And if you're new here, hi, welcome. I'm Bill. Hope you stick around. I'm just going to be going over, hang on 1 second. I had to lean away. I'm just going to be going over Katie Joy's post about Miranda Derrick. Well, she's now a body language analyst, So not only is she a archival consultant, the fact checker for the documentary, the docuseries Dancing for the Devil, which came out May 29, and Katie has not stopped posting, but she's on her press tour. Yes, coming up, I will be going over Katie on coming up on my channel, not in this video. I know, sorry if I got your hopes up, but no, coming up on my channel, I'll be going over Katie on Juicy Scoop with Heather McDonald, and then she's also this is such a lame one, but she's also on Reality Life with Kate Casey. So I'll be bringing both of them to the table so we can, discuss them. What was I going to say? Where are we? What are we doing? We are going to be looking at Miranda's video first. She's come out. I'm scared for her. She's, saying what her and James have been going through, what everyone is doing. And it really does sound like Katie's army going hard. But why? It goes against everything that Katie stands for as an advocate for survivors of cults, tearing them down. But we're going to do that. And I can't even think right now. I'm like, I can't be bothered with Katie right now. She's just she hasn't come up for breath. It's exhausting watching her just continually go and go and go. Anyone else exhausted? But hopefully I can get a little bit of a giggle because, body language, I mean, that's my default. That's my preference. If you ever meet me, shut up. No, but that is my default. I believe that Katie would be a pretty interesting case study for behavioral science students. It's pretty much why I've stayed around, because my ears just go into survival mode and turn off. So I just rely on body language. And we all know with Katie, her body language and her words do not match. And so it's pretty, now she's analyzing what Miranda's saying. But the one thing is with Katie, with all her personality disorders that I believe she has, like cluster B, she lacks emotional intelligence. So everything is the surface level with her. She doesn't understand the depth. She doesn't understand humans and humans going through a crisis. And you really do need emotions to understand what Miranda's going through right now. Imagine Katie trying to understand. Well, that's what she's going to do. Replay crew, make sure you check out the timestamps. They're in the description box. Also, that's where you'll find a bunch of links, but I'll also put them in the pinned comment. Make sure you check them out. They basically back everything that comes out of my mouth. So that's my, evidence that I bring with me, and then I dump it. But I hope you guys check it out. Also, if you want to follow me, you can X, TikTok, and Instagram at It's Crystal Bill. And CB shorts are back, and I'm posting a lot this week because I feel bad for, those few weeks that I didn't post. So if you don't know, I upload shorts daily on my channel. Go check them out. It's a fucking nightmare right now. It's too much. Everything is the same. It starts repeating, and that is the carousel from hell. I've been on it since 2019, and round and round and round we go. Same bullshit. But Leaf. That's what I call her, because whichever way the wind blows, that's where she stands. Let's get into it. Oh, 1 second. Let's just have a little. I need a drink already. Yeah, sorry. I could have just left and you could have enjoyed the silence, and maybe that would have been better than what we're about to do. I'm actually losing my voice again, so I'll be drinking a lot. But water, you know, Katie, she needs to ease up on whatever she's drinking. Oh, we know what she's drinking. Yeah, so, well, really, first off, I just wanted to point out that Katie never believed in body language. Like, let me just bring her in. Like 2021 post, I'm just going to read the bits that are important. She's talking about the Duggars, her favorite subject, because this was around, I think this was around Josh Duggar's court case. Okay. It's just, whoa. Is that too big? I feel like, is that too big? It's like when you sit at the front of the cinema and it's too big, you can't see it, or when things are too loud, you can't hear it. Anyone that knows me knows that I do not buy into anyone claiming to be a E.T. quick fingers body language expert. Nor do I buy into their speculative beliefs about how Anna and Josh are feeling about others feeling about each other in the case. Body language is not body language is not scientific or exact. There are a million reasons we move the way we do. It's not reliable as an indicator as to how we feel. Yes, that is correct. Katie, that's what she believes. How dumb can you be that you just completely dismiss like psychological analysis, which helps with investigations? I can't. I don't want to discuss what psychics. No. Is that what she said? I don't want to discuss what psychics, body language, or any other woo expert thinks about this case. Yeah, so that's what Katie thought. Or, yeah, and probably still thinks. I don't know why she thinks she's a body language expert when her body language contradicts everything. She's not even self-aware of her own. The amount of videos, it's rushing through my head, the amount of videos where we just sit there and go, oh my God.
Hey guys, I know I don't normally make this kind of content, but I
Another
just
video
wanted to
other
be
than her
transparent
statement.
and a little.
Sorry, I'm having issues with my computer. So many things jumping up. And yeah, it's about 2 minutes long. We're just going to watch it. And yeah, if you didn't know, I support Miranda and Derrick. Miranda and Derrick. It's because the names are so similar to everything. Like, it's interchangeable. Have you guys noticed with everything that Katie covers? The names are like the same, like Robert Shin, RS, Renelle Smith, LB, Letitia, like, and then Von. It's a lot for me, okay? Maybe not you. Oh, I feel so sorry for her. Okay, we're going to watch this and then we'll go to Katie's, what Katie says about this. I don't know what to do. Should I just press play? I know, it's so simple, isn't it? What if I don't want to do that? Okay.
Hey guys, I know I don't normally make this kind of content, but I just wanted to be transparent and a little vulnerable with you. But before this documentary, my husband and I, we felt safe. Now that this documentary is out, we feel like our lives have been put in danger. We have both been followed in our cars. We have received hate mail, death threats. People have been sending us messages to commit suicide. We've been stalked. Someone said that if I see you on the street, I'm going to come and gut you, so you better get security. Someone also said that if I see you walking on the sidewalk, I'm going to come and shove you in the trunk of my car. So these are just some of the messages that I've been receiving behind the scenes. And I honestly, I don't understand how my parents and my sister thought that this documentary would help me or would help our relationship in any way. I just don't understand that. And I have been getting together with my family for the past couple years privately to work on our relationship, to make things right, to mend what has been broken. And I've been loving it. I've been loving getting together, laughing, just enjoying each other's company. And this documentary has made it very difficult to continue doing that. And honestly, I think that my parents and my sister have focused so much on this documentary that they've forgotten about working on any relationship with me. And that hurts. That hurts me to say.
I mean, that is so sad. I can't believe they've got like cars following them. The level of violence in the threats. What comes to my mind is when Katie's army went after Saltsy and Emily D. Baker, like that was this level of it, like I've never seen a documentary. I mean, I've never seen a documentary. I've never seen this level of hate outside of Katie. It's like a different kind of, even if it was like Katie not connected, it wouldn't be this extreme. It wouldn't have escalated to violence, to people following her, to saying they're going to put her in a trunk. Like that is like scare tactics to the extreme. And that's exactly what Katie did. Well, allegedly did back in her Tati lawsuit to get out of it, basically sent her army, her sock accounts, to Saltsy and Emily D. Baker's DMs with violent threats, disgusting, like against, like towards their children and their wives and their husbands. But like no one on Katie's side was getting attacked. And then when that was pointed out, it was the next day that Katie starts getting attacked. But, we all know she was the puppeteer. And that's what comes to mind as I'm listening to this. And like her parents, they didn't need to go this way. But then it just really does fit what I believe. They have always been so controlling, like narcissistic parent control, that like if Miranda was ever to leave, which she did, then they would do whatever they can to make sure that she's not successful, like by smearing her career that could be, destroying any chance of income, tearing away sponsors, which is, that's what Katie did, because I believe that she's being used by Melanie Wilking. Swanson 2.0, if you get the drift. My gosh. Oh, hey Goose, hey Ginger, hey Llama Girl. Oh, short order cook. I'm so glad I'm not the only one that has said Miranda and Derrick.
And I'm going to be perfectly honest, it has been hard to post and do my content like nothing ever happened, because that's just not the case. So if things are a little slower and I'm not posting as much, just bear with me. I'm getting through this. I see the light at the end of the tunnel, and I'm going to get back to posting and dancing and doing what I just absolutely love. It just brings me so much joy. So I do want to get back to that. And I want to thank everyone who has been very supportive for the kind messages, DMs, emails. They don't go unnoticed. So thank you guys very much. And thank you for taking the time to listen. Love you guys. Bye.
Now we can check out what Katie has to say about the whole thing. How do I make this bigger? It's the struggle of the whoa. I just did a scroll, and of course it's a huge novel. I feel like it was bigger on my phone. Maybe, do I click there? No. Is this the same video that we just watched? It must be. My brain is just not switched on today. I wonder if Katie will feel or understand, because Katie has played this tune many times. I'm getting attacked. They're threatening my son. I can't handle this, blah, blah, blah. And then everyone else like, well, why don't you just switch off, go offline? No, no, no. I'm not stopping my career because I'm getting threatened, because it's all bullshit. This isn't bullshit. You can literally feel like, I feel uncomfortable. I felt scared for her. Like, she's 25 years old. She might be 27 now or around there, but still, like, so young. And this is what's happening because of Katie. Anyway, Katie says, what do you say, Katie? What do you say? In both videos posted by Miranda Derrick, likely made at the direction of her mentor and Robert Shinn, she shakes her head. She shakes her head no while saying a positive statement. Does she say in here? Where's the volume?
Someone said that if I see you on the street, I'm going to come and gut you, so you better get security. Someone also said that if I see you walking on the sidewalk, I'm going to come and shove you in the trunk of my car.
Okay, like, sorry, I was thought that Katie would have just clipped the bit that she's talking about. E.T. quote fingers. According to Boston University clinical psychologist Dr. Ellen Hendrickson, I can't live in this small world. That's better. According to Boston University clinical psychologist Dr. Ellen Hendrickson, shaking your head no while saying yes could be a sign that someone is lying. This is just the most basic bullshit. I thought I was looking forward to some depth. Are we just... Of course there's no depth. This is an example of a congruent, I've never been able to say that, but a non-consistent gesture, which is when a person's body movements don't match what they're saying. That's what you do, Katie. That's what you do. I can't believe that you basically are projecting what you do onto Miranda. Like, there's no new thoughts. It's not, you actually aren't reading what Miranda is doing. It's just bullshit. But then you only know, but you don't know yourself. You have no self-awareness. But if you did, wow, you'd be so intelligent right now. No, you aren't. I can't even say that word. Sorry. I know that's I always look for the alternative word that I can say. Just because my brain. Let's not hurt my brain. For example, if someone says, "Of course I'll cooperate with the investigation," but then shakes their head slightly, they might not be telling the whole truth. Excessive fidgeting, then Katie continues, excessive fidgeting of the hands can also be a sign of stress that is induced by lying. Oh, for God's sake. She totally eliminating the discomfort that Miranda obviously she's a private person. She said that in her statement. She would have liked to keep her family shit private. But since they've brought it to the spotlight, she has to address it. It's just so general to it doesn't match, because she doesn't understand the emotional turmoil that's going on inside of Miranda. So many emotions would be running through her, scared, wondering whether she should even be doing this, questioning herself, because that's what smear campaigns by a narcissist does to victims. They're unsure. And that is probably why she's holding her hands. Katie, look at you. In both videos shown here, Miranda makes a positive statement while shaking her head. Hang on, have we been here? What's going on? Is she just repeating the same shit? In both videos shown here, Miranda makes a positive statement while shaking her head no. Where's the ET quote fingers, hey? Because what are you doing? Quote, I'm coming on here to be transparent. I know I say it wrong because I watched that show, Transparent, and now it's changed the way that I say, transparent. While shaking her head side to side, signify no. I can't read this. Why does I'm being made to look dumb because I can't read this shit. But it's worse than usual. I'm like, she's quoting Miranda, but like using quotes around saying no here, but not up here. So what the fuck? And then repeating. Katie, what's happened to your brain? It's been a while since I've read one of your posts because I don't want to read your shit. Because maybe this is the reason I don't want to read it, because it's just going to piss me off that it's repeating, that you've got to a stage where you can't think. You can only repeat. And so reading this, it's not like you're making any decisions or anything. It's just words that I'm trying to make sense of, but I can't, I can't. Can you, Miranda? Oh, Miranda's dumbfounded as well. Okay, Katie goes on. She lists out the threats received that are cropped, unable to determine the authenticity of the messages. Katie, coming from you, that you like to share people. Oh, this person inboxed me today and look what they said. That's you. That's you messaging yourself. Otherwise, you would share the full screen where up the top it says your name and you're replying to yourself. Your messages are never authentic. Everything you show is not authentic. You aren't authentic. If you were authentic, Katie, I would not be here. Miranda would not be here. Okay? We're trying to understand this. Bull-dang. The threats that she received are cropped. How else are they meant to be shared, Katie? Because they're individual threats to get the impact across. So sit down. Miranda says these are some of the messages that she has received, and again shakes her head no because she's disagreeing with the messages. The messages bring her distress. She can't believe she's in this situation. Like, she literally can't believe that people are sending that level of violent threats her way when she's done nothing. The docuseries is based on allegations. What kind of morons would go to this fucking level? Katie Joy. But, God, man, I would work on trying to make sense because this is not making sense. Katie, I don't know why I expected better. I can't believe your brain has gone worse than I last checked in. I had hope, I had hope that we wouldn't fall apart until 7M got everything out of you. Okay. In her video last week, Miranda shook her head. No, what the fuck? I can't. That's her only cue. That's her only behavior that is this whole thing on shaking her head. I can't. Katie, why are you so dumb? I'm shaking my head right now. If only, I could get some analysis on it, please. Okay, hang on. Let's just give this a fair shot. In her video last week, Miranda shook her head no when thanking people for support. Miranda's tone, delivery, and emotions do not match the severity of the situation. According to who? You? You have been fully detached from the situation from the start. You are fully detached from humans, from relationships, from understanding like people. You would fail in behavioral science because you just have absolutely no clue, because you need emotional intelligence, Katie, and you don't have that. Holy shit. Your generic words, her tone, her delivery, her emotions. Okay, Katie. Was that all that you found in your Google search? She continues, nor does her recent video demonstrate that she knows that the documentary isn't about her, but rather about Robert Shinn. She's talking about her parents' role in the documentary to relate back to what she's feeling because she has a beef with her family. She's talking about that specifically because the things with Robert Shinn, that's all allegations. What the fuck are you trying to do? Look more like a dum-dum? Because you're doing that. You are doing that. Like, there's nothing here that makes me think that the author of these words, like, you know, the writer, is someone with a very high IQ, someone who does not understand anyone. Look at you, grasping at straws, not even colored straws either. Robert is on audio. I'm sure there's a better way to say that. There's audio recordings of Robert bragging, but no. Robert is on audio bragging about telling Miranda what to post, when to go live, and how to silence her family in the series. Did anyone else read that how it was meant to be read? That's not how... Okay, I'm not even going to go there. I'm just going to read the words and carry on. These recent videos outline exactly how Robert operates. How? Like, tell us. How does these videos of Miranda relaying her personal experience show us how Robert operates? Is there something I'm missing? Do I need a tilt? I'm just sorry, I was just seeing if like maybe the words said something else if I tilted my head. It is easy to get mad at Miranda, but she is a victim of Robert. She is doing what she is told, likely out of fear or rebuke. I don't know how to say that word. How do you say that? Is it rebuke? Rebucky? Rebuck? Rebuke? It just sounds a bit weird. Like, am I saying that right? Loss of privileges, loss of standing in the group, and isolation. So yes, the same bullshit over and over. Can you just come up with at least different words? Maybe that would work. Then I wouldn't be so sure that I've heard this before. Do not send anyone hateful messages from this series. Again, what the fuck? That doesn't make sense. You should say, do not send anyone from this series hateful messages. Again, this is how Katie wrote it. Do not send anyone hateful messages from this series. Are the hateful messages from this series? Like, you know, it makes it sound like not what, that's right. Okay. Is that it? I guess so. I guess that's it now. We can go. Let's see. Let's just go back to chat and see what you guys are saying, because why did I expect more? Oh God, I gave her more than what she is. She isn't 5 years old. I don't even know what you're talking about, Llama, but I hope you're talking about Katie. I'm going right up because I missed a lot. I think you guys might be talking about how she doxed Miranda's address, which is just disgusting, isn't it? And then, like, she just plays a different person, like, in her posts, even though they don't make sense. Like, don't harass them, don't send mean messages, blah, blah, but her behavior, like I said, doesn't match the words. What she's doing to Miranda, like, Katie's behind that. That's Katie's, it's got Katie's scent. You know, I've been here before, right? Llama girl, do you smell it? You smell it. It's wafting. And I might sound crazy, but, you know, the same thing repeats over and over with Katie because she doesn't learn. So this is like her lawsuit with Robert Shinn is defamation lawsuit number 5 or something. Like, I lost count. I really did. I stopped counting at Chrisley. And yeah, so Todd Chrisley, Tati Westbrook, and then the other ones were just, you know, to do with her snake oil claims on everyone else. Because she goes after, I can't believe she called body language, like behavioral science, a woo. I don't even know what that is, but I only know what that is from Katie. Which I don't know I don't know what it is really. Someone will say it and then I'll put it on the screen. No, but you know, like hippie stuff, I think she means. And, you know, just, why is my brain not working? I feel so bad for Miranda and James. And just all the stuff that people are saying that's like not true. That, like, just off what Katie says, because she doesn't know the relationship timeline, and that BDASH was in another management. He was being managed by another company before 7M. They both moved over to 7M. That doesn't mean that that prior management group was a cult. Katie's got him cult hopping all around town, and like, he's the one that's recruiting everyone for Robert Shinn. Where is she getting this crap from? But wherever she's getting it from, it's just being applied to the wrong group, 7M. Because in my opinion, 7M isn't Shekinah Church. 7M started 2021, Shekinah Church 1994. The only thing that ties them together is Robert Shinn, who's the pastor of the church. But like, you can be a man of faith and still be a talent management, like, head of that, you know? Just because he's a pastor doesn't mean he just stops being who he, like, Katie just, I wish she understood the Bible. I wish she understood scriptures. She makes a fool of herself. Katie, I'm not impressed. What else do you got for us, hey? What else do you have for us? And let me just bring up I don't want to click accidentally on her story because I just don't like her seeing me. Let's just have a look here. What else? It's pretty close. I know. And she's just oversaturated. Like, how much more do you have to say? The documentary couldn't say it. The documentary lacked depth. It is you all over, surface level. No emotional understanding, no care. What's this one?
But I just wanted to.
Okay, so this is Katie's reaction to what we just watched, the video. Okay, I'll have a oh, should I? Oh, is it long? Is it big? She has, I'll share the link to the video down in the description and also the pinned comment after the live. I just did one we just focused on all her Miranda posts. And there's a lot. There's so many. For someone who's saying now that, the documentary is not about you, it's about Robert Shinn. She spent a hell of a long time, like a hell of a lot of time, tearing down Miranda in her posts. And yeah, like we went through it. There's the video and I'll tag it below. I'll link it below. I just saw Llama Girl says that she can smell it. It's just scary. The level. I can't believe the level of threats they're getting. And I wish that they could just switch off and go offline, but that's their career. Their whole life is being a dancer online. Katie could have tuned out when she was getting all her threats and that, because even though her sole career is being online, she's not professional at anything. She's just professional bringer-downerer. This is where we are. My brain just does not want to, act like a brain. It just wants to spew out random words. But okay, I'm just gonna, this one, the date will be off, whatever it is. It's not even showing up. From the 11th. Yesterday, Robert's troll accounts were spamming Kelly Wilking and making similar threats to her about Miranda. Did she speak to Kelly? And it just happens to be similar threats? As though this series would cause harm. What? Katie, just because you don't have any emotions, you don't feel for people, you don't care for people, you are so detached from any human relations that could give you some insight to what someone would be going through if a docuseries came out based on allegations but was fed to the audience as if it was true. And then people are attacking who they think is in a cult. How does that? You are the biggest harmer ever. You harm everyone. You wouldn't even know what harm is because, oh my God, it's all over your face. And I'm not being mean when I say that. Like, she's neglecting a MRSA staph infection that's eating away at her eyebrows and reapplying makeup that's like reinfecting it because she's not cleaning. She's using her concealer wand straight on her face and then back in the tube every day. She's not of right mind. She's prioritizing her addictions drama online. Wine, drinking. Like, have you seen anyone doing on this little press release? Like, imagine if Melanie just threw back a glass of wine while she's on getting interviewed by Access Hollywood. Or any, I've never seen anyone. Imagine Heather McDonald just sloshing them back while she's interviewing someone with this level of seriousness. Like, this is important. This isn't gossip. This isn't entertainment. This is someone's life. This is Miranda's life. But Katie doesn't care because it's just another woman that she is threatened by. Another woman that could be way more, that is way more successful. But Katie can't even grasp that level of success, but that's why she's going after them. She's made a video about targeting people with millions of subscribers. So then she gets attention. Yeah, I'll link that video down below as well. She boasted when she was on the Smoking Nun with Kyle. Where's Kyle? Your best mate. What's going on here? Oh, I scrolled and we're not even scrolling. Now today, Robert has Miranda. Now today, Robert has Miranda put out this video claiming that people are sending her these messages. What if the messages are from inside the cult? What if the phone call is from inside the house? Oh my God, Katie. Oh my God. Are you playing with generalized little things here? You are. What the fuck? You're discrediting Miranda and what she's saying in order to get what? Manipulate it and put your spin on it and force feed bullshit to people. You totally don't think that people have a brain? Well, no, your subscribers don't. Robert is likely highly... I can't. Robert is likely highly scripting these videos. I cannot fathom anyone watching the series wanting to cause harm to Miranda or James, which makes me again suspicious that she even watched the series. Who? Who is she? Has she... Oh, what? Sorry, I'm just trying to, understand all this. She continues, this follows Robert's MO to blame Miranda's family, blame Melanie and blame Netflix, and no accountability for his actions or his role in all of this. Let's flip that little script. This follows Katie Joy's MO to blame everyone except herself. It's what is it? It's Miranda, it's James, it's Netflix, it's the production. No accountability for her actions or her role in all of this. Katie, this is what happens when you give information to someone and you say, it's fact. Go ahead and post that. That's fact. Because you're the fact checker. I know, I did get a little bit of a smile out of that. There's no facts with you. Miranda is not safe, and I hope she realizes that no one from this side is doing this to her. Confession! Why else would you need to bring that up, Katie? Because someone, okay, so someone who's not involved would not need to tell anyone that they're not involved. Only people that are involved would need to tell someone they're not involved. Because that's you're worried. Let's just be sure here that you're not, that I'm not on your mind as guilty as being part of this. Katie. Robert is... Oh, no. Oh, there was more to that sentence. I clapped too early. Let's just read it again because it was pretty good. Miranda is not safe, and I hope she realizes that no one from this side is doing this to her. There is no way. Because you guys are just so able to control yourself. That is something that you hold highly, your ability to control yourself. There is no way. Robert is the factor. What? X factor? Robert is the factor. What the fuck? Robert is the factor and the reason why the series was made. Is there meant to be a word before factor? The series is not only about Miranda, and there is no way she has seen the series to keep making these videos. Holy shit, it's obvious that she's seen the fucking documentary. She talks about her family in the documentary. We have ears and a brain that works. You don't know what the fuck is going on. You watch her videos, but you've already concluded in your head what it's going to be about, so you don't listen. Where am I finished? She did nothing private. And every single outing with her family was posted to social media for Robert. Why are you talking in past tense? She did nothing private. She is this is her job, online, being public, online creator. Every single outing with her family was posted to social media, not for Robert, for her millions of fans, millions of followers. That is growing, Katie. She's gained followers where you have lost subscribers. Should we talk about that? You are struggling to get to 475 or whatever. Is it 475 or 375? Because I don't think you've made it to 400 yet. Is Emily at 1 million? Oh, I can't wait for party time, you know, purple hair everywhere. Yeah, so do you like talk more? How do I, where's the, do you talk more down here? Oh, don't make me click shit to open it. I'm not here to work. Like, I don't want to work. Okay, look, you really are, and you really are something else. You really, I don't even know what have you done to my head after reading that? No grammar, no punctuation. I'm just, sorry, I've just gone silent because I'm using my eyes that are not working. Exactly. I totally agree. Tamron says KJ's just reeling and seething with jealous rage that the 7M dancers are thriving despite her fuckery. Exactly. That's probably why she's amped up the onslaught of targeting Miranda. I just can't believe how all this is really affecting them. Because did Miranda, I don't think she looks very confident or sure of herself, which doesn't mean she's lying, which means that she's like under distress. Like she really can't believe that this situation is real, because you can feel the emotional heaviness. But like, you know, like she said, like she can't even put out content. It's the typical reaction to someone who's being stalked. Katie should have shown this behavior and it would have been more believable back when she said she was being stalked and harassed during the whole Tati lawsuit. She's just so sure. I'm not clicking on this. Should we just put with the volume down?
The only thing
it's just Sister Wives, but it's her background. I think she got rid of the foil penises. I mean, that's not what they were, but Jesus, you know, they were the only thing standing up in the Polson house. I know I've gone way off topic and I just want to end it. Okay, I think she's finished with her face. Do we just come in here? I don't want to see Robin, although Robin and Katie, twins, if there was a twin out there for Katie. And all these I've made shorts. So yeah, make sure you check out my channel. They'll all be out by the end of the week. I've just spread them. Have we clicked here? Oh, I think. Have we clicked here? Whose phone is that? Okay, I'm going back to chat because I just wanted to do a quick one on her body language, and then we'll have to maybe tomorrow start going through the amount of posts from her stories and everything. I mean, because I've just been collecting them and the pile is getting bigger, and that's a turn off for me. Like, I don't want to cover all those words of the same shit over and over of someone believing that they are someone that they're not. Katie's not qualified to be anyone that she preaches to be. She's only, I don't even think she can speak Spanish anymore, but she has a Spanish degree, a degree in Spanish. Yeah, which went nowhere. But I'm sure you could tell that just by reading how she writes. Yes, this is not a journalist. This is not an advocate. Oh, look at you. Oh, wait, there's new. Oh, you guys fresh. So got some fresh people to the Blocked by Katie Joy party. If you're on Twitter, you should look up the hashtag Blocked by Katie Joy. And then add yourself, like tell your story of why Katie blocked you, and then add that hashtag to your post, and then you will be included in that huge train. It's basically everyone from the subreddit. If you haven't found that yet, it's r/WOACB. And it's one of the best things that Katie has done, really, blocked people and then brought us together. Like, no one is as evil as Katie. This is how we all found each other. We all got blocked. I can't believe how easy, like, it is to get blocked and what you need to do. Like, some people are just getting blocked by liking a comment that Katie disagrees with. Yeah, this is, yes, this is the level of insecurity that this woman has and how much she needs to control that narrative. Without it, she's toast, because the truth is going to ruin her. The truth is something she doesn't know and hasn't known for a very long time. What did you, sorry, I was like, what did you get blocked for? Oh, because you said that you thought Miranda's statement was legit. Oh, did you know what was potentially going to happen, or had you not figured it out that you might get blocked for that? Because some people just hold back, or they go, I know I'm going to get blocked for this, and that's fine. I'll see myself out, but I need to tell you this. Oh, at least you get to see everything from this side and don't have to worry about getting blocked. Oh, Cactus High 10 Jill B. Welcome. Welcome. Thanks for becoming a member. Well, Cactus contributors, they contribute. Well, they do, you know, not just by looks, but they also get a Cactus badge. So enjoy your Cactus badge now. I know. Oh, Llama. Spanish studies. Oh, so like just the whole culture, not just the language. Oh, that's actually something that's run through my mind before. I need clarity on that. Thanks, Llama. But remember, she was trying to sing in Spanish. Remember with the whole Hilaria thing, and she wanted to prove that she was more Spanish than, Hilaria Baldwin. Is her name really Hilaria? Am I getting it wrong? Oh, stick with Llama Girl and you can't go wrong with info on Katie. Oh, yes, here's like Llama Girl's blocked story. I got blocked for telling her she was actually wrong when she said no one wears green eyeliner anymore. Oh, during Laurie. No, what was that lady's name? Hang on, you might say it. She was picking on some woman during a watch party where she made fun of that lady. Yeah, it was like a Catholic. Was it Laurie? Anyway, was it green or blue eyeliner? Oh, no, blue eyeshadow and green eyeliner. But whatever brings out your eye color. Katie has no eye color. Katie needs to not wear that lavender eyeshadow. Like, someone please tell her, let her know what her undertone is. I think her undertone might be bile green now. Why can't she change her? Why can't she paint her walls white? That green is her favorite color. Like, she has different versions of it all through her house. Yeah. None of them are like a nice, forest green or something. That doesn't make you look like you are in a funeral waiting room. I mean, that's the reason that it has the name. There's no other way to describe it. I got blocked for telling her, well, it was one of her lives, November 2019, when she had the wing, her eyeliner wing, and then the tail of her eyebrow almost touching. Like, you know what that visual is like? And I just wanted to, be helpful because, like, can I give you some eyebrow advice? Just don't bring it down that low. Boom, blocked. I was like, that was the first time I'd ever been blocked by anyone on YouTube. So I didn't really know what happened. And I also was like, just so, gobsmacked. Like, what? And then I hunted her down because she knew who I was then. And then I made sure that she really saw when I entered, and it just lingered on there. And she'd always stare down my name. I'm like, oh my God, please don't block me. Too busy telling her story time. No, she didn't. Llama says she claimed the paint was cream. But is this the paint that she showed, like the paint can, when she said she was going to paint it? Because I didn't even know she painted it until someone said, yeah, she's painted it. It's a lighter color. But then, if she did paint cream over it without covering up that green that was on there, it would result in a lighter green color. The stupidity, like, I thought my walls were torturous. Like, for the entire time that I've lived in this house, like, my walls have been navy blue, and I don't like navy blue. Like, navy blue is the most depressing color ever. So my carpets are navy blue, the back fence is navy blue, the skirting around the outsides of my wall, navy blue, the knobs in my kitchen, navy fucking blue. But I prefer navy blue over Katie's situation because at least I look alive next to, Did she paint it? No, Toad would have. No way Katie would stand up. Yeah, exactly. That's the proper terminology, Possum. Possum says basically she slapped the cream up without priming the green walls. Well, that level of dumb can only be done by substance abuse, and it really is stunted brain. That's why well, if you want to know why she's acting, in my opinion, it's on my community board post on YouTube. So I just basically believe that she's got narcissism, antisocial, and histrionic personality disorders, all under like cluster B. She just doesn't, but then it's that plus the substance abuse, which really sends it into another dimension where she's living. She's not living in reality. She's not like, she just wants to be able to understand humans and like be able to look at them and be able to understand them, but she doesn't have that. Like, her brain isn't wired like that. She, being a narcissist, she mimics and acts, and everything in her life is a prop in order to sell her story of like, I'm a journalist, I'm an advocate, but in reality, that's not. She's nothing. If she was what she was saying she is, wouldn't she want to better her writing? Go seek out education, do a 101 course on journalism, learn some, code of practice, something. But she doesn't, because she doesn't care. She just wants the label to appear more successful than what she is. But what 7M is exposing that she isn't as successful as she says she is. She isn't as popular. Her subscribers are all brought, well, most of them, There's probably, I reckon it's half and half. But oh, that's right. Your brother is a neuropsychological. I can't, let me try one more time. Neuropsychological. No. It's what's happened because I'm at the end of my night. So my brain is like, why do I have to continue to work for you? But I love that. And do you just like the conversations? I just love smart brains. I just want to be able to like click my USB portal in and just download all their smartness. And like, but yeah, I remember when I first went to uni, I studied like neuroscience. I only did like 2 units. And then I figured out I'm not at this level, let's not kid around. And then I fell in love with the like behavioral science side and the developmental. Like that's why I really went for the developmental, to understand the development of the brain, like from a child. Like, yeah, 0 to 3 was where I focused, but then I also did 5 to something, because I focused on how trauma affects the development of the brain in kids. And thank God I did, because I really understand how Katie neglecting her son affected his cognitive development. Yes, while Katie is spending all this time focused on her press tour, posting over and over and over, going on podcasts, interviews, all this, her son is being neglected again. Oh my, it's just her ego is through the roof. Sorry, I go quiet. It's just that's what happens. Oh, Jill B says she was blocked a long time ago when she said could not relate to being a mum of a highly medical. Oh, Jill's, I was blocked. Sorry, I'm butchering your comment. I was blocked a long time ago when I said I could not. Oh, I could relate being a mum of a high medical needs daughter. Oh, see, that's the kind of people Katie would block. Anyone that would be able to call her out for not knowing anything about her son's disabilities, using his story and just exaggerating it, but she doesn't know. Like, she hasn't looked into like what he has. Like, she says he has gastroparesis, but then she feeds him like not, she says the reason he's on the feeding tube is because he has gastroparesis, but then she feeds him orally. He eats Cheetos and M&Ms and highly processed sugar and gluten. Like, what? He wouldn't be able to digest that if he has gastroparesis, which is delayed emptying of the stomach, which I have. Mine stems from being born prem and missing out on the last like few weeks of pregnancy, where that's where the stomach forms the cells that digest the food and like absorb the nutrients. Like, I missed out on all that because I was born like 8 weeks prem. I spent like my first 2 months in a incubator. Like, I didn't have human contact, which I wish I did. Maybe things would be a whole lot different. But I've done the whole, like, through therapy, linked it back to like my birth, which is the reason I have a lot of anxiety and stuff. But like, when I was born, it wasn't important. They didn't know the importance of putting the child on the chest, but not that I would have been able to anyway, because my mum was in a coma. It was very my birth is like actually it's studied by med students here in Perth. The doctor that delivered me, she presents the lecture. She's like asked me to go when my 40th a few years ago, and I didn't. But like, I still think about it, and it's in like medical journals and stuff as a case study, just because it can teach people so much about, really understanding like my mum and what she was going through. Like, they just treated it like a normal pregnancy, but also leading up to those times, like my mum didn't have ultrasounds. I don't know if they were around or not, but she, grew up in the country and stuff. So, but yeah, it's, what was I talking about? I don't like talking about me. I don't like talking about me as a baby, but it took me so long to realize with Katie's son that I shared a lot of the delayed development stuff that he went through, like the oral motor skills, the slow eating, slow to walk, slow to learn to eat, learn to talk and all that. But yeah, Katie's son just missed out on a lot of stimuli from the parents because they were struggling with their alcoholism at that time. And Katie writes about it being too hungover to parent. She writes about being more focused on getting him to eat than his cognitive development. Yeah, so she didn't teach him like shapes, numbers, alphabet, nothing, no singing, songs, nothing. It was he went to daycare Monday to Friday, and then Katie would bring him home from daycare and put him straight to bed, or they'd play around for an hour in the lounge room and she'd film it and then she'd share that footage. And that footage is not, I mean, if this is a medically fragile child, why the fuck is your husband throwing him up in the air and his head swinging around and they're playing like real rough? Why? And Katie's filming from her point of view, which is her drinking chair, because they weren't mature enough to have this high, like, medical needs child. Both of them were deep in their alcoholism. They talk about it. And it's just so sad that V's had to grow up like with a mum like Katie, who's very cold, switched off. Just uses his story like she uses everyone else's story, because that's all she's got. Like all these other survivors from Shekinah Church, like she just freely thinks that she has the right to bring up their story and talk about it whenever, which blows my mind. No one has the right to talk about anyone else's story, but that's all Katie's got without anyone else's story. She's boring as fuck. Because her story is just a copy. She's a single white female. So, she was gypsy a few weeks ago. I know it's scary with the voice and everything. Katie tried to do gypsy's voice. Maybe, no. Imagine if Katie and Ryan were married. Oh, it's a bad thought. Oh, hey guys. Oh, 25 weeks. Oh, she was a little babe, like tiny, like how people do put their ring on like the hand. It's like, oh my goodness. I bet she's a strong little fighter. I love like prem babies. Like even when we grow up, we're just like the most, like people can't believe how tall and shit I am. 6 foot. But I praise a lot of I praise my mum, like putting me in the pool, because I swam before I walked. So then I was able to build up the muscle and able to regulate my breathing, because I had underdeveloped lungs, which Katie's son also has. So he had childhood asthma, and he is still a child, and he's in Katie's bedroom. Katie makes him sleep in her bed. He's almost 12. And in this bedroom is kitty litter, and the door's always closed. We know, everyone that has cats knows, cat piss with ammonia, basically breathing in bleach. And then also in this bedroom at night, Katie cages up 4 cats. Yeah, so 2 cats in each cage, stressed out of their wits. And in her house, 6 animals locked up 24/7. She does short order cook. Thanks for mentioning that. Katie does blame God for her son. Yeah, she wrote an article about it. I'll link it below. I've read it. I've read a few of her articles. Like, I wish I could have read more, but like vocalizing what she wrote, like it's all good when I'm just reading it without voicing it. Then I make it vocal and it's so real and it's disgusting. Like, I don't want her son to hear those words. And she just put it all out because she's got no self-awareness, because she, got no depth, no emotional intelligence. And Katie, that's why this fucking your behavioral, your body language and like, oh my God, my brain. Oh, I should just use AI, text to talk, choose an accent, and that's it. I would never have to use you brain again. There would never need to. Yeah, okay, let's just calm down. What was I going to say? I don't know. I've forgotten. Was it important? Oh, you went to school with an epileptic girl and became close. Oh. And the mum prepared you for the event if you had a seizure. I like that. Making everyone that interacts with her daughter like know what to do in case she has a seizure. Katie would rather prevent her son from going to school than tell people how to use the feeding tube and what he does, because in reality, what she does is shameful and disgusting, and her son should not be bolus fed because he's not experienced. He should not be taking the full feed all at once because he has gastroparesis, so he needs small portions over the span of the day. Katie doesn't have time for that. Doesn't have the patience. She doesn't care what her son's needs are. The feeding tube benefits her because she doesn't have patience from years of substance abuse. Oh, I believe that she didn't it took me so long to believe that she would continue to drink during pregnancy. But she continues to drink, and her husband is battling sobriety. Like, he's going back when he was, she didn't even give up drinking for him. And I know from watching Celebrity Rehab that if the partner doesn't give up drinking, then the success rate just goes down by 50% because they're living with them. Katie doesn't care. She wouldn't have cared about the child that was growing inside of her. And to say that is absolutely horrible. But Katie didn't want children. She just made that was one of the things that she had to give Toad in order for him to marry her. I know, it's very dark because he was an alcoholic as well, and he should not have had a child. His sperm, have I done a live on this? I think I've brought it up multiple times, but I'm just for me to do a whole live talking about Toad's sperm, but his alcoholic sperm contributed to a lot of the cognitive delays and disabilities that he has. Especially if the alcoholic father has a son. Yeah, because it really does affect the male hormones. So the adrenal insufficiency would have come from Toad. Yeah, possibly even, but a lot of the hormones and the sexual hormones as well are affected. Oh, Toad. But yeah, that was the only time they had sex. No. Katie talks about it. She's celibate. And wow, maybe that's why someone needs to cut the internet. I don't even know if she cares about herself, Llama Girl. Maybe she only cares about what her wants are, what she needs. But If she cared about herself, would we be looking at a staph infection that's been there since 2020? Would we be looking at possible hookworm because she doesn't vaccinate her animals and keeps the kitty litter in her bedroom and her dogs get up all in her grill? I mean, you know, this is from Frida. This is their relationship. Oh my goodness. Save the animals. Oh, you had to give up milk while pregnant? Oh, hang on. Did you find out that your baby was, like, allergic to milk during your pregnancy, Sally B? Look, I don't know. I don't have children. I just joke about my friends having kids and their pregnancy stories on stage. I feel like my jokes are my children because, you know, I work hard for them. But I think it's so funny when people think I'm my niece's mum because I'm like, how would the fuck, looking at me and then looking at them, would they have turned out so fucking perfect? Like, there's no way. But then, you know, thanks for the compliment, but that's not my hard work. Kids are hard. Like, I just don't know how anyone does it, but mums are built for it. Oh, your brother was, oh, SD says, my brother was born 6 weeks early. He has a lazy eye and epilepsy. He was held back in kindergarten because of his eye surgeries. I reckon it's good to be held back. Look, I seriously, like, I wish I'd been held back. Like, the way the school system is in Australia now, like, there's a cutoff from, like, July, like, that's, if you were born after that, then you would be in the next year. I just feel like my year was too fast for me. But maybe it's because I, was delayed a bit. But I just, I'm a snail. That's my spirit animal. Ah. God, just been born, like, that Katie keeps exaggerating how many weeks V was born. I'm pretty sure it was 5 weeks. But a lot of his stuff is, like, it's not all to do with how he was born. A lot of his, real, like, his penhypopituitarism, I believe, is what happened at 3 months old. But we'll get into that in another thing because we were just here for body language and to see the crapness of Katie. I really, like, what? It wasn't body language. It was nodding and shaking the head language. It's not just plain and simple. You can't just copy and paste what you think it is without understanding the depth, the emotion behind that action. Without emotional intelligence, you can't read body language. It's also without emotions, you can't be a good writer because it doesn't flow. And that's why yours doesn't flow, Katie. You like, good writers empty their heart onto the page. And a reader feels that. Your words don't evoke any, like, emotion, just fucking frustration because you don't know how to write and you don't improve. And this whole press run of yours, oh God. Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to you on Juicy Scoop just because I like Heather McDonald. And I hope she questions you and makes you dig, you know? And then apparently you on the other podcast that Katie Casey or something like that. Maybe it's not that, but I'll grab it and then we can react to it. But apparently it's really boring and Katie just talks about herself, which we know. This documentary isn't about Miranda. It's not about Robert Shin. It's about Katie, the archival consultant, you know, the most important role could never have gone forward without Katie. And so, yeah. Okay, Katie, you are the king of the army that is attacking Miranda. We learned that. You told us that because, you know, you wanted to tell us that you aren't that person. But by telling us that you aren't, you let us know that you are. Without self-awareness, Have you checked in on your body language and your body, what you say? Maybe say something and then look how your body just completely calls you out. Like your body language is your biggest troll. Yeah. Okay, Paulson, I'm going to go. And Cactus Screw, thanks for hanging in. Oh my God, I feel like I just butchered this whole live, like couldn't not get my mouth and my brain to work together. But I think that's a symptom of what the topic is. Not Miranda, Katie, because it's a drag. It's just so, you know, I wish I had, like, I wish I could, I wish I could have some words at the end of the stream. I might do a live tomorrow, depending, but definitely Friday. But I might have to do tomorrow because I'm falling more and more behind. I do want to comment on her post, but you know, when I look at it, it's like not motivating. I need something motivating. But I guess hanging out with Cactus Crew, you guys always raise my mood anyway. I got to stop thinking it's not about the subject matter. It's about the crew. I'll make a song about it. Oh, who's got twins? Are you a twin, Llama Girl? Oh, no. Oh. I reckon the worst birthday is Christmas Day, though, because my cousin's born on Christmas Day and she only gets one lot of presents, and that's the biggest pissing off thing for her. And I'm like, it sucks because everyone's doing holiday stuff. I just moved my birthday. Okay, guys, I'm going to depart. Thanks again for tuning in. Give this video a like, comment below, replay crew. If I missed anything in the chat and you want to say, you know, if I missed it, comment, tag me, make sure I see it. And yeah, I'll catch you guys for another live, maybe tomorrow or Friday. But hang in there with all the stuff that's going on. You guys, you don't struggle. You don't struggle like me. It's all good. See you guys.